Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? I'm fine. It is me. It is she. It is who? It is Rosie Rosette. Who? Rosie Rosette who? In 2020. Pow! How you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? Listen, it's a gloomy, rainy day in Silicon Valley. But we need the rain. We need the rain. Can it wash away some of this coronavirus? That's my segue as to boom, what this video is about. You know, when I pull this up, you know what this means. You know what this well, you know what this means. My favorite city, Paris, and roses. Rosie Rosette. You get it? You get it? Do you understand? Always read in between the lines. Always read in between the lines, okay? Don't just take stuff for face value. That being said, let's get into these numbers because oh my God, if I see one more ad about the new vaccine, yes, the vaccine is coming out, but it's a little bit too late, a little too late, too much too late. Is that what they say? I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm sad that 300,000 people plus will die because of what? The vaccine. What? Oh, Lord. What the hell? Okay, so yesterday in California, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Oh my God. So, if you look here, December 11th, can you see that? December 11th. Okay, you can't see that. Let me. Do you see that? Okay, maybe you can't. Okay, let me make this as my old preacher at Allen Temple used to say, let me make it plain. December 11th. December 11th, 37,124 people contracted the coronavirus, tested positive for the coronavirus. Let me show you this again, okay? Let me show you this again for the people in the back. 37,124 people tested positive for the coronavirus. 37,000. Okay, maybe you guys didn't understand. Let me just, let me say it again for the people up in the nosebleed seats. 37,124 people contracted the coronavirus. Okay, so that was yesterday. Today, today, come on. You see right here, I'm not making this up. I didn't create this graph and do a PowerPoint slide. No, no, no. I forgot how to do that. 26,686 people. 26,686 people contracted the virus, the coronavirus. All that being said, so in California, honey, it's on and popping. It is on and popping in California. In Santa Clara County, where I reside, 45,800 and something. I'm sorry, 45,986 people have the virus. This is in my county. This is where San Jose, Santa Clara, Cupertino, which is Apple. That's Santa Clara County. Facebook is in, I think Facebook is in San Mateo County because they're in Mountain View. Yeah, they're in Mountain View. But here, so we have Google. No, Google's in Mountain View. So that's San Mateo County. Yeah, San Mateo County, that's Google. Facebook. So San Mateo County has Google and Facebook. We have Apple, eBay, Adobe, um, We have a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. Silicon Valley. From here to Palo Alto, there's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. What's in Palo Alto? I think Tesla, the headquarters is in Palo Alto, or is it in Fremont? The factory's in Fremont. The headquarters is in Palo Alto, but you know Elon moved or whatever. Okay, that we're not talking about. That's another video. All right, so 808 people caught. This is in Silicon Valley. This is in Santa Clara County. In Santa Clara County, 808 people contracted the virus within the past 24 hours. It's 527 deaths total. We didn't get any in the past 24 hours. Thank God. Thank God. But as far as California, there's 1.56 million people with the virus. 26,686 people contracted the virus within the past 24 hours. 20,976 people died total. But in the past 24 hours, 100 and, let me see this, 100 and, let me make this, 104 people passed away. I'm not making this up. These are the same charts that I've been doing for the past, 6 months? 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. 26,000, I'm just going to say 27,000 people contracted the virus within the past 24 hours. 27,000. So we went from 7,000. Wait, this is the highest this has ever been. Look at the chart. It has never been this high. It's like off, literally it's going off of the charts. Okay? So, the fact that, the Senate or Congress, somewhere on Capitol Hill, they had a function, a holiday function. How does that make, what kind of sense does that make? Like, all functions, holiday functions should be banned. Everything. If we have to quarantine, you guys have to quarantine too. What this country doesn't understand is, if Georgia doesn't quarantine, Iowa doesn't quarantine, Texas doesn't quarantine, they come to California, they have it, they bring it here, or vice versa. We're never going to get rid of it. Like, everyone needs to shut it down for 14 days, like everything. And only thing that should be open is the hospital. That's it. That's it. No bus lines, no gas stations, no grocery stores. Everyone needs to shut it down for 14 days. The only thing that should be open is the hospital, and not even buses. Like nothing. Like absolutely nothing. Like dead. No grocery stores, no department stores, nothing. Like, you know what we should do? I guess Trump doesn't care. So he's even out of the loop. He's on another, I guess he's just trying to kill all of the prisoners on death row before he leaves. I don't know. But between Christmas and New Year's, that week, that everyone's normally off anyway, shut it down. Like, you should have enough food to last you a week. From Christmas until New Year's Day for 1 week. 7 days. Is it 7 days? I don't know. For 1 week, shut it down. Like, so there's absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, nothing, nothing. Why they don't do that, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. But I don't know why. I absolutely don't know why. No. I have no reasons why they have not shut it down. They will not shut it down. We're never going to erase this. Close the borders from China to Mexico. Shut it all down. No flights, nothing, no incoming, nothing for 1 week. For 1 week, shut everything down. Shut everything down. Lights out, curfew. People don't even go outside. Stay inside. Maybe the people for electricity and water, they need to go to work. Excuse me. Mm. Excuse me. But everything else, it needs to be literally shut down. They need to disinfect the air, the streets. Thank God we got some rain to wash away whatever bacteria. But it would have to rain for 40 days and 40 nights to wash this away. And oh my God, I completely forgot about the homeless. I need to bring them something. hmm I need to bring them. Oh God, I gotta make some more soup. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So let's do Florida. I know I'm skipping to a coast. I should do Texas, but I want to do Florida. Okay. So Florida, they're not as bad as California. I don't know what the hell is going on in California. I think it's Southern California. It is Southern California. It's nothing that I think. It is Southern California. I don't understand. I don't get it. Maybe I don't know. Okay, so Florida has 1.12 million um, cases. They had 10,577 new cases within the past 24 hours. 19,784 deaths. 71 deaths within the past 24 hours. So this is Florida. Okay, there's Florida. Now, if you look at the bottom, you see that our country has 16.3 million cases in the country. Now, granted, we have about 331 million people in America. It's still not at 10%. It's a little over 5%, maybe 5%, yeah, 5 or 6%. But it's, I mean, not everyone has corona. Less than 5% of people, but has contracted the virus now. So, uh, I don't know the correlation. I still don't understand. So, as I said, they had 16.3 million cases. They have 207,000 new cases in 24 hours. Look at my videos back 2 months ago. They weren't getting 207,000 new cases a day. You guys, it's getting worse. It's not getting better. So yeah, they have a new vaccine, but who's going to be privy to the vaccine? The healthcare workers. Okay. Then the elderly, and who else? Who else? Because it's definitely not the poor. It's definitely not the poor. Probably the rich. Probably the politicians. Like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. We all know this. We all know this. When is Biden getting his? When is Bill Gates getting his? Is he getting a vaccine? Like, that's who I want to see get the vaccine first. Bill Gates, I want him to be number one. I want him to be number one, and I still need to see how is he benefiting from this vaccine. That's what I want to know. How is Bill Gates? Because he disappeared. He disappeared again. Where'd he go? Where's Warren Buffett? Where are all these big money makers? Where's Elon Musk? He's number two. Who's number one? Okay, where is the guy from Amazon? Is he getting in? Elon Musk, that's number two. Bill Gates, number three. Well, Elon, he's moving to Texas. Um, what's his name? Who's the guy? Oh, Zong. Oh God, I can't remember. Isn't he the richest? He's in Seattle. Bill Gates is also in Seattle. Okay, so we got two in Seattle. One. Well, actually, all of these are in the West Coast. So all the richest people are in the West Coast. Anyway, are they getting it? Like, who's privy? Because right now, if you go to a rest home, a cheap one, if you go to San Quentin, 2,000 people have contracted it. I don't know how many people have actually died. I think 100 or 200 people have died from San Quentin, allegedly. Don't quote me on that. I know 2,000 people have gotten it. San Quentin is a prison. Um, Actually, it's a beautiful piece of property right on the water in Marin. Marin. I wish they would shut that prison down. I wish that, now that's one place I wish they would shut down and build housing on. And why do we have so much prison? You know what? Let me get back to this. Okay, so that's Florida. Let's go to Texas. Okay. In Texas, they have 1.47 million cases, 11,375 new cases. As far as deaths, they have 24,402. 192 within the past 24 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot of deaths. That's a lot of deaths. That's a lot of deaths. Now, you have to understand, and let me go back to California. You have to, my poor stool is about to break. I got to lose weight. Let's go back to California. So, you guys know, I didn't put California right, poor thing. Oh, I told you I was in a slow reading group. Okay, you have to understand, we're looking at 35,000, 31,000, 33,000, and then I think 37,000. That's the highest of ever in one day in any state. I can guarantee you, even probably in New York City. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. By going through the numbers just off off my mind, off of memory, this was the highest amount in one day in any state. That being said, this is the overflow from Thanksgiving. So people are getting together. Look, I'm not. People are getting together. Look, from November to December. Okay, so Thanksgiving was around somewhere around here. Now look how it's going up. All right, everyone got together for Thanksgiving. People are going to get together for Christmas. It's going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. People are going to get together for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. It's going to skyrocket. So we're not going to see the actual cases go down until after the new year. I thought it was going to be after the election, but I even predicted this. I predicted this because I said, okay, you know, well, no, I thought it was going to be after Halloween, but okay. So it's going to go up, pay people up until the new year. And then after the new year, the schools are going to go back, the kids are going to go back to school. It's going to continue. The only thing that's going to save us is the vaccine, because people don't want to wear masks. There's something about people in America who they feel that they are entitled and they don't have to listen, whatever. The only way that we're going to succumb this virus is when Biden gets in office, Biden and Harris. Have you noticed that I've never known someone to get into office and the office of the president, and they always say the president and the vice president. Usually it's just Trump. You don't hear Trump and Pence. You didn't hear Obama and Biden. But with this administration, it's Biden Harris. Biden Harris. It's like he can't take on this presidency alone. He needs help. Everyone knows that. So they're saying Biden Harris. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. And I told you, this was a backroom deal. This was a backroom deal. I told you 5 years ago that my father, who is 6 feet under or wherever, he told me that she was going to become president. He wasn't a political analyst. This was a backroom deal. Biden was not even winning. He was nowhere close to winning. He was like 6 to 10 people deep of top. Where's Bernie Sanders? Why hasn't Biden put Bernie Sanders in the Office of Environment or Interior or something like that? Like, Bernie should have been president. He should have. But they did this backroom deal because Kamala wasn't, yeah, Kamala wasn't winning. Okay, remember how she got out of the race? Then was it Giuliani? Who was it? No, 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 no. The rich guy from New York. He threw away about what, 80 million. It must be nice to just throw it away. No one, he wasn't gonna win, but he was just throwing it away. So the backroom thing was, okay, you jump out, I'm gonna throw in 80 million, probably which he can write off in taxes or whatever. Then, no one's gonna vote for me. So we're gonna, push Biden. Where in the hell did he come from? He wasn't winning, okay? So they were like, okay, with Biden, he has experience. Kamala, she's a woman. She's a woman and she's a person of color. That'll win. That'll be the winning ticket who could beat Trump. They needed a double force because can you imagine if they had like if Kamala went by herself, she wouldn't be able to win against Trump. So they needed a double whammy. I'm telling you, this is how back politics win. Backroom politics win. Just like with Trump. He wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to win, but I can almost guarantee you. But I'm going to say allegedly. What they did was, remember when Hillary Clinton, remember when she had that scandal with the email? And she was winning. She should have won. She should have won. She should have won, but there was another backroom deal. They were like, either you go to jail or we'll bring up these charges against you. Okay, if you want to win or whatever, we're going to bring up these charges against you. Or you can give him the presidency. You know how I know? She never came. You know how every presidential candidate comes and, they thank their community or their supporters or whatever, for their help or whatever, and they secede? What is it? When you say, okay, I'm going to give it up. She never came. When she said, okay, I'm going to, give you the presidency. Thank you. I'm a loser or whatever. What is this? What is that the right word for it? Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. She never came. She never came. She never came. She knew she was gonna lose. She knew it. She knew it. She never showed up. Never showed up. That's a true loser. I don't particularly care for. I can't stand a bitch. I don't like Hillary Clinton. I don't like her, so I'm not even. But I'm trying to be, pleasant. Um. mm. Okay, let me just leave it there. Okay, let's. Yeah. I mean. So anyway. Oh. Okay. So Biden, if he would say everyone has to wear a mask, maybe we wouldn't have 36,000 people in California catching the virus in 24 hours. Maybe if Trump would say something about the virus, except for it doesn't, you know, it's not as serious, even though almost 300,000 people have died. How many people have died? Yeah, 299. So, what, tomorrow? The end of next week, 300,000. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. 300. Yeah, 300,000 people will have succumbed and died because of corona. Not the flu, not cancer, not anything else. But I do want to start filming the stats on how many people are dying of cancer, how many people are dying of flu, how many people are dying of, you know, um, of age, uh, just of car accidents. All I'm reporting on is corona, the COVID-19. But people are dying from other things, from gunshots. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so what's the average amount of deaths per year? Now, so is it the average plus 300,000? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's in charge of this? I understand it's a pandemic. See, that's the second ambulance tonight. Second ambulance tonight. What's going on? What's going on? Literally, what's going on in the world? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we did Florida. We did Texas. Who else? Let's do New York. Let's do New York. Let's do New York. See, I don't know if I like the fact that I have these lights, these new lights, because I'll sit up here and be talking all night. I'll make at least 30 videos. No, 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 not tonight. Okay, so New York City. New York City has 357,000 cases. New York City, not New York State. New York City. New New York City. Okay? All right. They have 3,893 new cases. 3,000, not 36,000, not like California, not like Silicon Valley, not like Santa Clara County. We have, they have 3,893. As far as deaths, now their deaths, New York City is high. New York City, not the state. 24,467 cases, deaths, death cases for corona. 17 people died last night in New York City from corona. Okay? New York State has 771 cases. They have 11,039 new cases within the past 24 hours. Let me repeat that. For New York State, they have 11,039 new cases. That's a lot. That's a lot. Look at the graph. It's starting to go up. Okay? And November, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Yeah, that's where all of this is coming from. So, as far as deaths, New York State has 35,074. Still the most deaths out of any state in America. And 91 people died. 91 people died in New York State last night. It's still a lot. It's still a lot. I don't know what to say. I hope New York does not get to the point where it was, back in March and April. Again, I told you I have a friend, he's an ER nurse in Brooklyn or the Bronx, one of them, and he said he just heard code reds all night long. Remember, they had um, the outdoor trucks to house the dead bodies. I don't understand. How do you see that and say that this is fake? Like, how do you see this and not wear a mask? Constantly, I'm telling people, can you put the mask over your nose? Can you wear the mask? Can you put it on? People I don't even know at work. Can you wear your mask, please? Can you wear your mask? Like, it's a joint effort. And then at security, I feel sorry for security because people are coming in without their masks. And it's like, no, you need to enter the building with a mask on because you're putting security people at risk. You're putting security at risk. And I don't understand as to why that's an issue. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Let's go to Wisconsin. This is a lot for Wisconsin. So they have 466,000 people who have contracted the virus. In the past 24 hours, 4,624 people. That's a lot for Wisconsin for one day. There's hardly nobody there. There's only like 3 million people there. That's a lot. That's a lot. As far as deaths, they have 4,329. 57 people died within the past 24 hours. Okay, did we ever go over how many people have passed away in the United States? So, again, 16,000, yes, we did. 16,000.3 million people have it, right? 207,000 people died within the past 24 hours. But Again, 299,000, 390, no, 300,000 people at this rate. At 300, okay, let me finish this sentence. 300,000 people have died from the coronavirus in this country in 2020 so far. This is December 13th, right? Right? December 13th. We have 15 days left. So if people are dying 2,200, 2,300 died last night. So let's say 2,500 times 10, that's 25,000. Okay, hopefully we don't get to the 400,000 mark by the time the year's end. I don't want not one person to die. Hopefully we don't get to the 400,000 mark by the time Trump leaves office. This man is a loser. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we don't have any wars going on. I mean, not any big wars. There's always wars every day. That's what someone told me in the military. We're always fighting a war. Okay. But we have nothing really big going on in America, um, other than there's no jobs for anyone. Everyone, there's a lot of people hungry that's not working. They're about to kick out the homeless. Like, we have those type of issues. But Trump seems to not care. What he cares about is spending all this money trying to sue different states for the election that he lost. Like, I understand that you're upset about the election, but you've already killed allegedly 300,000 people by your negligence, by your lack of communication, by your inability to lead. All you had to say was, it's mandatory that everyone has a mask. But you didn't do it. You didn't wear a mask until what? 5 months in? Then apparently you staged, when you were going to get the virus. I guess you were trying to win an election. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. And it's sad that he had to use 300,000 lives to prove a point. And then you're mad that you are not going to get reelected? Dude, did you understand what I said? 300,000 people have passed away from your negligence, from the fact that you refuse to pay attention to what's going on, the real world. The real world. Yes, the stock is high, but you know what? All money is not good money. If you have to level out the stock being at 30,000 against 300,000 people who have passed away, it doesn't equal up. It doesn't equal. And that's what I'm telling you guys, these politicians, I don't care, Democrat, Republican, New Life, whatever. What they value is the dollar. And money, all money is not good money. Not all money is not good. I would rather prefer to see the stock market at 18,000 and still have these people with their families than to risk their lives and not control a country and mandate it for it to make sure that everyone, black, white, Asian, kids, young, old, poor, rich, everybody has to wear a mask. But no. See, and that's the problem with true leadership. True leadership. Now, granted, Gavin Newsom and London Breed, they did do their dirt. Okay, I get that. They went out and, at the same restaurant. Not at the same time, but at the same restaurant, went out without mask or whatever to a party. Okay, I get it. But when the bad got going, when they realized this pandemic and what it could do, how it could wipe out the state, the city, San Francisco, whatever, they shut it down. I think, no, London shut it down. London shut down San Francisco before Gavin Newsom shut down California. But that's why we don't have the numbers like New York does. Now, people have to come through SFO from China to get to New York. Well, maybe there are, direct flights from New York to, yeah, I'm sure there are. But still, my point is that there's a lot of people. I can almost guarantee you, allegedly, there's more Asians from China, Chinese people come from Wuhan that came to the Bay Area before they went to New York. But look at our numbers and look at New York's numbers back in March. I'll just say, but not now. Yeah, you can't compare now. But back in March, okay, we shut it down. If the president would have shut down immediately and demanded that everyone wear a mask, I can almost guarantee you there would not be 300 to 400,000 people dead by the time that man left um, the presidency. I can guarantee you if he would have stood still on his 10 toes and said, you have to do this. I understand that, they didn't know what was coming. They knew it was coming. They didn't understand how to take this. I understand that he does not have, experience as a president, as a politician. That's another thing. That's another reason why you need to have experience when you apply for a job. Unless you're going to get on the job training, unless you're going to be an intern, okay? Unless you're going to do all that. If you're not going to do that, don't apply for the job, okay? But he applied for it. He got selected. He got elected. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you elect a reality millionaire instead of a politician. This is what happens when you hire someone with no experience and you don't give them on the job training. Okay, yeah, his first 4 years was on the job training. No, 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 no. You caught a bad one. I don't know who created it. I don't know, allegedly, if it was China, if it was Bill Gates, allegedly, if it was Trump. I don't know who created it, but someone thought that this would sway one way, and it went far left. Far left. But see, this is what happens. But you don't play with people's lives. 300,000 plus people are dead because of this negligence. Now, Biden, Harris, do better. We elected you into your office. You have to do better. You have to do better. You have to come in running, slamming, shaking the table, slamming doors. Do whatever you have to do because we don't want it to be 1 million people dead by this time next year. Yes, you have the virus, but not everyone is going to take it. Not everyone is going to get it. We're talking, a year out? This time next year. I like to travel the world, but I can't travel the world until life is good. Not even good. I'll just say normal. Normal. It may be normal in Wuhan. We don't know. We don't know what's going on in China. We don't know. I know that they built a hospital in 10 days, which is amazing. Talk about efficiency. We can't even